everybody, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, I am Alexandra, and in today's video I am pretty much reviewing the 2 adult coloring books I recently received and how I got them, with them being out of print and limited availability. That's right, you heard me. These 2 books right here, these 2 books are usually out of print and limited availability. So if you guys want to know how I got them, keep on watching. Alright, so we're going to start off with 100 Beautiful Mandalas by Camelia Angelkova. And let me tell you guys, if you watched my video I uploaded 6 months ago, I explained to you all how I wanted this book so much. But I was having such a hard time getting it because if you guys do adult coloring and you know how some authors have certain books out of print, you're like frustrated because some places don't always carry the books. So I was trying since like last summer to get this book, or probably even before that, but mostly last summer. Because at that time, I mean, I had this saved in my Amazon list, but I didn't at the time think I was going to be able to get it right then and there because I was receiving some other ones at the time. So I kept just saying, okay, I'll wait a little bit for this one. And then, of course, the time I really wanted to get it, it was out of print. So finally one day I was like, well, I'll just wait and see what happens. Maybe somehow it will come back. We'll see. The only problem is with older books, if you notice from different authors, sometimes with their older books, they will start to say out of print, limited availability. And if you're very lucky, somehow the author will somehow bring it back for a short time on Amazon. So it may say used very good, but check the reviews first beforehand because that's what I had to do. I just had to keep reading the reviews because some people said that used very good doesn't always mean very good. But to my surprise, so I found this book actually right after Christmas, like a few days after Christmas, and I remember I was just over the moon when I saw this because it was on a different website. It wasn't on Amazon. It was actually something called worldofbooks.com. And to my surprise, when I saw that they had this book, only one left, I was like, I need to get this like now because if I don't, it could be gone forever. Like I said, since last July, I had been wanting this book. And to my surprise, I was so excited when I finally heard there was one left, but it was on this different site. I quickly like got into like buying mode. I mean, I know it was like 3 days after Christmas, but I was like, I need to get this now because I could wake up tomorrow, because this was actually late at night, and I was like, I could wake up tomorrow morning and this book could be gone. So to my surprise, I was very, very shocked that even though I took a few minutes to get myself in gear to think, do I really want this or do I want to wait again? I was like, But then I decided, you know what? Buy it because, like I said, I didn't think it was going to be around as much longer as I expected. So to my surprise, I was very shocked that when I received it, it was not even used. It didn't even look like it was used. It just looked like the person bought it and then sent it back because they weren't probably pleased with it. Well, when I received my copy, so I received this on my birthday, which was almost 3 weeks ago, and it did take a bit of time because, you know, it was coming from out of the country. So I was like, okay, when I finally got it, I was like, let me just flip through it, see what happens. And you guys, this was brand new. I went through pretty much the whole book, and this book is not even used. Like, for a 6-year-old book, and it said it was used, I was expecting maybe 2, maybe 3 pages out of this whole entire 100 pages to be colored in. No, there was none colored whatsoever. I was so excited. I was like, wow, they made this perfect. So let me tell you guys, if you're very lucky, please check and check. I mean, it may be a pain in the butt to check a lot, but I feel like the more you check the books just to see if it's going to be coming back out in stock again, you never know. It could be brand new. I know some people probably have a little doubts about that, but honestly, if you really have high hopes and you think it's going to come back, then just like I said, just keep an eye out. But I was very blessed because let me tell you, I plan on coloring in this soon, and for something like this that doesn't come out as much as it used to, I was very happy that I finally got my own copy. The one I had been wanting for so long, and I finally got it. So, as of this moment, by the time you're seeing this video, unfortunately, I haven't seen it anywhere. Usually you can only find it mostly on Amazon or worldofbooks.com, maybe eBay if you're lucky. Because I have noticed a little bit of Camelia Angelkova's books on eBay, but they are a bit more money. Normally her books go roughly around $6, $7, maybe $10 at most. But on eBay, if you're in the United States, it's a little bit more. It's probably like $17, $18. But do your research. Just if you're on eBay and you have an account and you're looking for her books, if you're mostly on there, just search Camelia Angelkova coloring books, and you can say coloring books. I mean, it's mostly adult coloring books, but honestly, either way, it'll still pop up. And you can only find very certain ones. This one may be very hard to find, but if you have an Amazon account, it may say out of print. Unless you're out of the United States, it may say something different. I don't know. I don't live outside of the United States, so I don't really know. But either way, like I said, as of this moment here in the United States, there's no more right now. You just got to keep looking, and I have tried like with Barnes & Noble and some other bookstores that may be able to get this if you give them the ISBN. And unfortunately, you know, even with searching the ISBN, unfortunately, there's no luck. But if you get luck, I'm very happy for you. That's awesome. But as of this moment I'm speaking, no more. But if you guys want to see me coloring through this, please follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, because you will see more of my coloring pages down the road, and of course me coloring from this, because this is the book I've been more excited to color in. I mean, I'm always excited to color in my books, but for this one in particular, I'm very anxious and like sorry if that was weird, but hey, it happens. All right, so that's that one. And then the last one, this is also by Camelia Angelkova. And this one is 100 animal mandalas. So this one is mandalas, but it's all in different animals. Pretty cool, right? So that's pretty neat. So as of this moment, this one is also out of print and limited availability. This one is also very hard to get. So like I mentioned with 100 Beautiful Mandalas, if you see me turning, because I'm just looking at the other book, that book, because it's right next to me. But basically, this one is also very hard to get. It's almost just like with 100 Beautiful Mandalas, you can't get it in a lot of places. You're very grateful if it out of nowhere comes up on Amazon or some other sites. But I was actually, to my surprise, like last week, was it last week? Like last week or 2 weeks ago, something like that. I was on Amazon, and to my surprise, they had this listed from halfbooks.com, but it was on Amazon. And to my surprise, they had this in stock. And I was like, oh my gosh, they only said one left. So you make it, you know, one left, and they never said they were getting more. They might be getting more. They sometimes say they get more, but they don't. Sometimes they do. I don't know. I don't run these companies. I don't know. But anyway. Sorry, I had to catch a breath for a second. Jeez. But basically, I was so surprised that this wasn't stock, because honestly, like I said, I was not expecting this to be back in stock, and to my surprise, it was. And it said the same thing with just like 100 Beautiful Mandalas. This one said on Amazon from halfbooks.com that this was also used and very good. So of course I had the same expectations like I did with 100 Beautiful Mandalas. I was expecting, you know, when it said used very good, I was thinking a couple of pages, maybe 3 at most, colored in. Nope. You guys, this whole book is not colored in at all. So I was like, wow, 2 books that hardly ever get sold anymore, and they're saying they're used. I guess they say that because sometimes, like I said, people probably get the book and then they sell it back. I don't know. But I don't know. You guys, I'm just so blown away. So just check on mostly Amazon primarily. I would say for this one in particular, check Amazon mostly or halfbooks.com, and then try to see if you can find it there, because I've searched 100 Animal Man dolls on different sites. I've tried it on Google. I've tried it on different bookstores online, sorry, and there's no luck. So try to just keep an eye out on Amazon primarily, because that's mostly where I was able to find my copy on Amazon, which was connected with halfbooks.com. So, but if you're someone who likes Camellia Angelkova books, I would just follow her on Amazon, and then you can just scroll through all of the books she's come out with, pretty much. I think there's only like one that she's come out with that unfortunately they don't have anymore. Probably because, it was an older book and they just didn't make any copies anymore. But I would say the same thing comes for these two books, because I don't know how much longer Camellia is going to be keeping them on her Amazon account for all I know, because she's been having some of her older books coming off of Amazon. I think because she's trying to make room for her newer ones. I don't know 100%, but that's just my prediction. So if you want to just keep up with her books, I suggest just checking up mostly on there, because if you follow her on her Instagram account, usually, if you just search her name, it'll usually say a different like username. But if you just search Camellia Angelkova, and it'll just say like one of her pictures that she's colored in. But if you do that and you can follow her, like her account's open, like it's public to everybody who checks out her pages, and then her newest books that are coming out, you can check there. But like I said, Amazon's probably the most active she is when it comes to her books, because other sites are a little bit more money, mostly on eBay primarily. So if you want to keep up with her books, like I said, check mostly Amazon. eBay, you'll be lucky, but it'll be a little bit more money. But these two books, very hard to get. So Amazon's probably the best bet. If you don't have an Amazon account, I'm sorry. Might be very hard. But anywho, yeah, so both of these books, if you want to know when they were released, these both were released on July 11th, 2018. So almost 7 years they've been since they were released. But I will be very shocked if they end up coming back with more copies. I don't know how often that will happen, but hopefully sometime soon. Maybe they will. So yeah, other than that, I hope you guys are enjoying me posting about these different coloring books recently. I've just been enjoying doing these. Like I said, I've been just doing mostly recently I've been doing just like I've been going back to some of the same ones I've been doing before, but I promise this year you guys will see me doing different ones. My goal for this year is to actually complete more adult coloring books. I have quite a bit of a collection already. So my plan is to finish more books. I was only able to finish one book out of all the rest of my books, and I know you're probably thinking, Alexandra, then why are you getting more? Because I want to challenge myself to even bigger pages, like more pages in books. What I'm coloring in currently is 50 pages or less. So if I can color something in this level of 100, that's a huge deal. That would be incredible. So yeah, just follow me on Instagram, and if you want to see what I'm going to be coloring next, and same thing goes for Snapchat. Both of those are down in the description box. If you're interested. As always, thank you guys for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. Maybe it'll be like a little series of every time I get a new book or something like that, I will make a video. I'm expecting another book tomorrow, which I ordered it around the same time I ordered 100 Animal Man dolls. So just, stay up to date, because you never know when I'll be coloring in that book. Could be next week for all I know. All right, you guys. Well, thank you again for watching. Thumbs up the video if you liked it. As always, subscribe if you're also interested to follow along with more videos to come. Thank you all again, and I'll see you next time.